Have you felt helpless watching your child continue to struggle with ADHD, even after trying all the right things? Maybe you've sat through appointment after appointment where the diagnosis came quickly, the medication came even faster, and when that didn't work, the dosage was just simply increased or the prescription was changed. If you're like many of the parents we have met, you've been left wondering, is this really my only option? Why won't anyone look any deeper? You're not alone, and you're not wrong in asking that question. It's such a great question. So let's zoom out for a moment. Over 7 million children in the US have been diagnosed with ADHD, and yet traditional testing still only focuses on labeling symptoms, not understanding what's causing these symptoms. But what if there's a way to actually measure what's going on inside your child's brain and nervous system? The real source of focus, behavior, and emotional regulation. That's exactly what Insight neurological scanning allows us to do at Cultivate. And when we combine this technology with neurologically focused chiropractic care, we don't simply track symptoms, we start to transform them into something different for their life. This message is for parents who are doing everything they've ever been told, yet their child is still struggling. Maybe meds brought temporary calm, but it didn't last. Maybe the meltdowns and focus issues keep coming back. Maybe you've had this gut feeling all along that there's something deeper going on with your child. If you're ready to explore root cause, drug-free care that truly supports your child's development, you are absolutely in the right place. So let's start with a story of someone that we serve. After 2 hard years of academic struggle, Ben was diagnosed with ADHD. His mom shared, this process was fast, and they gave him meds right away. And when that didn't work, they simply just increased his dosage, then changed brands. But no one was willing to look outside of medication. Ben's family began exploring nutritional and holistic support, and while only saw small improvements, they knew there had to be something more. That's when they found neurologically focused chiropractic care, where the first step was not a prescription at all. It was a neurological insight scan, one that helped them finally see what was going on in Ben's nervous system and how to help him from the inside out. Let's dive into the science. Why most ADHD testing falls short. Here's what most tests do. They ask questions, track behaviors, and assign a label. Inattentive, hyperactive, or combined type. Here's what they don't do. Measure what's causing the brain to short circuit in the first place. And what if your testing doesn't look deeper than behavior, and you're only treating the symptom, not the root source? 2 types of ADHD patterns that we see in our office. We often explain ADHD using 2 distinct nervous system profiles. We have the raging bull. These kids are constant motion. They're loud, they're impulsive, reactive, they're sensory seeking. Their brains never seem to slow down. This type often shows up before age 5. The drunken bull. These kids aren't hyperactive. They're checked out, foggy, distracted, forgetful, and often misunderstood as lazy or unmotivated. This pattern tends to show up later, especially once school demands increase on the child. Most children actually experience a mix of both, which means their nervous system is bouncing between overdrive and shutdown. It's gas pedal, brake pedal, gas pedal, brake pedal. And neither state is actually sustainable for them. So what makes insight scans different? These scans are designed to show us what no other test can. Total energy index tells us how an overstimulated and overstressed the nervous system is, especially in raging bull kids. Pattern scores are going to reveal how well the brain and the body are communicating. So often these low in this pattern score are going to be drunken bulls, kids who struggle with executive function, memory, and organization. These numbers don't just give us a label, they give us clarity. Clarity that allows us to build a precise, personalized plan of care, one that supports healing and not just masking and covering up symptoms. So, where is this really rooted? We're going to really see these kids' nervous system dysfunction in what's often triggered by what we call the perfect storm. Prenatal stress is going to be the first place we see this. Birth trauma from C-sections, forceps, or vacuum extraction. Early stressors like colic, reflux, ear infection, sensory overload, or screen exposure. All of these stressors are going to compound over time, pushing the nervous system into a stuck state. This is a fight or flight state. And that's where we see the symptoms of ADHD take hold. Poor focus, emotional reactivity, behavior challenges, and more. But the good news is when we clear those stress patterns, the nervous system can shift away from survival mode and you can start to regulate, connect, and thrive. And if you're ready for a new path, if you're tired of watching your child struggle, if you're exhausted from the trial and error of medications and only treating the surface, if you're ready to actually understand what's going on inside your child's brain, nervous system, and body, we really encourage you to click the link in our bio to learn more about insight scans and how to get started. Let's go deeper together and finally get to the root cause of your child's struggle. We look forward to serving your family at Cultivate.